Hi. Okay, well, I don't exactly have a silent film to critique. This has happened before. I was actually trying to find... There is a silent film that one of the Marx brothers was in. Of all of them, Harpo Marx. It's titled Too Many Kisses. The one that I find, it's just the clip where Harpo is in it. So when I try to find it and everything. So I'm wondering, because when I look around, they say that the running time is 60 minutes, but I can only find the 40-second. So I think basically people just post that one piece to show that Harpo was in something other than Marx Brothers films. But anyway, for those of you silent film enthusiasts and also Marx Brothers fans, even though I can't find it, I did look it up. I tried to find if it's available, and all I can find is there is a surviving reel, and anyway, it's survived. Doesn't say where. Whatever. I'm guessing, like I've said, I'm guessing that because something is on YouTube, it's there. But it could be that somewhere somebody has posted a copy. I mean, somebody, you can get it. Anyway, so Too Many Kisses is a silent comedy, and it's based off of a story called The Maker of Gestures. I didn't even look that part up. I was too busy trying to find other things. So we'll look that up right now. Let's see, what's it called? The Maker of Gestures. Oh, of course I get something completely different. Based on John Monk Saunders. One-handed. Can't do this. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so John Monk Saunders was an American novelist, screenwriter, and film director. Okay, let's see. Did he have anything to do? First screen credit was Too Many Kisses. So the guy who wrote the short story also had a hand in the he also did Shock Punch based on his play. So basically he was in Hollywood. I'm wondering if he... Let's see, was married to Avis Hughes, daughter of novelist Rupert Hughes, who is the uncle of Howard Hughes. Oh, later he married Fay Wray. He was a friend of Gary Cooper. So yeah, he was heavy into Hollywood. And he died in 1940. So, yeah, this is a silent comedy. The main character, reading up on it, it seems really interesting, so I'm kind of upset that I can only find that one little clip with Harpo. It's like, I get that Harpo's in it, but I want to see. So, the main character has so many sweethearts that his father does not know what to do with him. Tired of paying to get his son out of one romantic entanglement after another, the father sends his son to the Basque region of France. I don't know why I put an accent on that. Believing that the women there will only accept attentions from their own people. And then it says, almost immediately a local girl becomes infatuated with the main character. I want to see it. You know, I don't like the girly flicks. I don't like stuff like that, but that sounds hilarious. I want to see it. And William Powell is in it. I know that we've talked about William Powell before. He made it into the talkies. He was also in TV, I think. My Man Godfrey. I think that was a TV series. I don't remember. He was also in Life with Father. That was... I think that turned into a TV show, but this one, it was in 1948. It was a... Yeah, he had a few Academy Award nominations. I don't know if he won. Okay, let's look at some of his later work. Mr. Roberts. How to Marry a Millionaire. The Girl Who Had Everything. It's a Big Country Dancing in the Dark. Life with Father. Ziegfeld Follies. Yeah, William Powell was a big name, so he's in here. And then, of course, Harpo Marx. They call him the Village Peter Pan, so I don't know what that means. But yeah, he's in there. Richard Dix is the main character. D-I-X. Oh, American motion picture actor. Cimarron. Let's see, he did his best in silent films. But he has a lengthy filmography. I don't see anything else that I would really know him in. He did a lot of westerns. But, you know, like I said with John Wayne, it's funny because sometimes you, like with his silent films, he does a lot of the football stuff. So, Joseph Burke is in it, Frank Currier. Frances Howard is the girl that she... And apparently there's a flapper in here. Alyce Mills. So, but anyway, yeah, I was watching an old... I remember when this was... I kind of remember, and I didn't get to see it when it was on. I was in high school when there was a documentary on the Marx Brothers, and it mentioned the silent film that Harpo was in, and I had completely you know, I haven't seen it for... Well, then I saw this thing. It came out when Groucho would have turned 100 years old or something like that. Some kind of anniversary like that. And so I started watching it and I'm like, I remember PBS had this and everything. So I started watching it and saw that, and I thought I'd look it up, but they only have the one clip. Well, apparently it's in its entirety, but I can't see... I don't even see where it's like you can watch it online, or, you know, the free download or anything. I don't see that. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So yeah, doesn't mean it's not there just because I can't find it. Oh, what was that review? I found reviews for it. The story is entertaining with some implausible stretches and a few forced directives. So apparently they liked it, back in 1925. It kind of got mixed reviews. They liked certain people in it. At one point, I was reading one, and they didn't like that Harpo was in it. They were like, well, he belongs with the Marx Brothers. He's better with them, not with, yeah, it got, but, I mean, it is kind of a detached, though, when you have a group and then you take one away, kind of like with music. I was telling Mom, I said, if one of the guys from Green Day were to suddenly decide to go solo, and everybody would be like, what is going on? So yeah, it would seem a little strange when you're used to seeing the group like that, and then suddenly you're watching and you're like, wait. So I can understand the reception that got, but anyway, so they didn't seem to like it so much in the 20s. But it sounds really funny. I hope to find it and watch it. So the movie itself is called Too Many Kisses. It was released in 1925. William Powell is in it. William Powell was he made it through talkies. He did better in his later years, as far as I know. I don't know as much of his silent film career, so don't quote me on that. Richard Dix is in it. He did a lot of from what I was seeing, he did a lot of the westerns. And then, of course, Harpo Marx is in it. None of the other Marx brothers are in it. So, I'll, of course, put everything in the description. And the person that wrote the short story, or wrote the story itself, also was the screenplay writer. I don't know if he had any other work in it. So he did the story and then the screenplay. There is a surviving film, it has survived. It's 60 minutes from what I'm seeing. As for actually finding it so I could watch it, couldn't find it. But it does sound like a funny misadventure. I hope to find it. If you do, go ahead and post in the comments just how much you enjoyed it or didn't like it. You never know.